The fact that the majority of central banks worldwide are collaborating with companies like Ripple to launch their own central bank digital currency, CBDC, is no longer news. While Ripple Labs Incorporated, a blockchain payments company, recently revealed in its report titled CBDCs, the future of fiat, that about 90% of central banks are actively involved in floating the digital version of the currency, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, once affirmed that over 110 central banks are at one stage or another. What are the possibilities that Ripple can be used to create CBDC in various countries around the world, including Africa? Follow me through to the end to learn more. Check out this new video right away if this sounds like something that would interest you. Welcome to our channel, where we discuss the most recent XRP news as well as cryptocurrency news in general. If you're watching one of our videos for the first time, we'd like to extend a special welcome. To ensure that you never miss another video, we ask you to click the notification button. We are presenting a 200 XRP prize on this channel. Simply subscribe to the channel like this. Post a video with the hashtag XRP in the comments, and you'll be entered to win. The winner will be announced on April 30. The adoption of CBDC by many of these central banks has been cited by Ripple for some reasons. CBDs are not a new invention, but since China moved forward with the widespread retail testing of its digital yuan around 2020, they have been creating a lot of hype. One of the factors cited by Ripple as to why many of these central banks are embracing CBDC is the improvement of payment system efficiency. Cash payments are progressively becoming obsolete in many industrialized nations of the world as digital payment methods take center stage. The shortcomings of digital payments, such as their high cost and sluggish transaction speed, were made clear with the introduction of blockchain technology. Blockchain-based payments can take only a few seconds to complete, as opposed to the days it traditionally takes to send money from one country to another. Due to this clear benefit, many users have adopted the technology, endangering legal tender in several nations. A CBDC will enable the nation's payment system to keep up with current global trends. According to Ripple, the introduction of new use cases will help reshape the role of the financial institutions functioning in the nation as a whole, and the CBDCs will also increase national competitiveness. What role does Ripple play in the CBDC? What role does Ripple play in the CBDC story? Over time, Ripple has developed into a prominent player in the blockchain payments industry. It has evolved into a dynamic and user-friendly XRP ledger-based solution over time that allows central banks to deploy their CBDCs. The company claims that its CBDC platform promotes resilience, stability, and security. It boasts that with the XRP ledger's established technology, central banks can establish trust, providing uniform standards, privacy, and security. Additionally, CBDCs will be able to build on the XRP ledger to provide wholesale retail goods that will be useful to banks, fintech, and the general public. Interoperability is another noteworthy advantage of the XRP ledger over CBDC development. Based on its energy-efficient protocol, it contributes to sustainability and overlay services. Ripple has signed strategic collaborations with various central banks of countries, such as Bhutan, to develop its digital ngultrum. Ripple has highlighted the ease with which its platform can support CBDCs and stablecoins. The business currently contends with the likes of Visa and MasterCard, both of which are developing products that can assist central banks in their own CBDC development journeys. Please don't forget to hit that notification and subscribe to our channel. Be the first to learn more about the most recent developments involving XRP. Raoul Pal believes that the XRP network might have a significant impact on a potential future economy based on the digital currency of the central bank. The Real Vision CEO claims in a new Ask Me Anything session that the XRP ledger has a strong base because it is widely used rather than just garnering speculative excitement. In reality, Ripple plays a significant influence in case settlements and getting off lightly. It is a network that transmits money, and it does an excellent job at it. It has a close relationship with international governments and has put a lot of effort into it. There is a valid basis for the chain's high value, and it is not just guesswork. Because a large number of exchangers removed it after the litigation. The reason is that when I apply my Metcalfe's law model, according to PAL, if the world moves toward a CBDC-based global economy, the XRP network has a real chance of being at the center of it all. The chain grows considerably, and as the globe transitions to central bank digital currencies, I believe the XRP network will play a role in some capacity. Even though I'm aware that it's not everyone's cup of tea, I believe it to be a major role. XRP is launching a private version of the open source ledger, according to a blog post, to give central banks a way to manage their digital currencies. Many technological, consultancy, and payments companies are vying for lucrative long-term contracts to supply central banks with digital currency solutions. That isn't something we think is a done deal. Even though many central banks recognize the benefits of DLT, they have also expressed worries about its novelty in comparison to current infrastructures and its scalability problems. When it comes to scalability, Ripple argues that its system is built for both payments and the issuance of cryptocurrency. According to the business, it can scale up to tens of thousands of transactions per second and eventually, perhaps hundreds of thousands. Additionally, it states that compared to Bitcoin, it is 61,000 times more energy efficient. However, at the time, central banks were reluctant to use Bitcoin. The fact that RippleNet is used in the solution is another advantage for Ripple. Few banks, compared to money transfer providers, have shown interest in XRP Ledger. RippleNet, on the other hand, is employed by several significant banks that praise the technology. An interbank payment system based on the MoneyTap technology has been developed by Japan's SBI. Even now, SBI is working on ATMs that use Ripple technology. Given that the majority of central banks intend to involve commercial banks, this information and support may be quite effective. To allow complete settlement interoperability, Ripple also boasts the potential for interoperability and suggests a network of CBDC ledgers. A recent multi-CBDC bridge initiative to investigate interoperability was announced by 4 central banks. Some central banks may find Ripple's technology to be a viable technological choice. As far as we know, it has not yet been tested for this use. Now for the main inquiry of the day. What applications could Ripple be used for? What opportunities exist for using Ripple to develop CBDC for different nations around the world, including Africa? Make a CBDC for different nations around the world, such as Africa. Please don't forget to hit that notification and subscribe to our channel. Be the first to learn more about the most recent developments involving XRP. Optics, though, is Ripple's main issue. How many central banks will agree to participate? With a business that is engaged in litigation with the SEC over whether XRP counts as a security. Furthermore, if Ripple loses its SEC battle, the business can be destroyed by individual lawsuits. This level of uncertainty is deterring enough for conservative central bankers. However, there are 2 potential workarounds for the problem. First off, Ripple might establish a subsidiary or independent firm to achieve this if it is serious about CBDC and obtains the correct kind of feedback. One that might be bought if Ripple's SEC lawsuit fails and things go south. The technology is a free source, though, so maybe the central banks could test it out themselves. Ripple's design should make it easy to convert it from a public to private network, even though it wouldn't have the necessary privacy adjustments. A specific node list or trustworthy group of servers is present in the XRP ledger. Simply controlling this list by the central bank should be sufficient to determine whether the approach is adequately scalable. Numerous technologies are seeking to be selected for a CBDC. R3's Corda and Ethereum have been cited in trials the most in terms of blockchain thus far. Ukraine is already a client of Stellar. Hedera is a scalable public DLT system that has drawn interest from payment companies FAS and Australia's EFTPOs. Hedera is not open source, however. It is yet unknown and unclear whether Ripple can genuinely produce CBDC for different countries. Based on recent events around Ripple and its most recent collaboration with the Central Bank of Montenegro, it is clear that the idea of Ripple developing a CBDC for several nations is a real possibility. Conclusions. So, gentlemen, this concludes the video. If you liked it, kindly don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. I find that the YouTube algorithm is greatly aided by this. You can also assist in enlightening others, exactly like sharing this video with as many people as you can has educated you. If you are a true cryptocurrency enthusiast, don't miss any of our content. We'll see you tomorrow to discuss the most recent news that affects the entire community.